What would you eat if you were told that for the next 24 hours you could eat nothing but pink food? Yes, folks, welcome back to Maverick Baking and welcome back to another 24-hour food challenge. You have seen most of the colours of the rainbow so far, and today we are tackling the bizarre concept of eating nothing but pink food for 24 whole hours. This one, before tackling it, seems like it might be easier than some of the others. I'm looking at you, blue and purple, but we're about to find out. Let's go. So it is time for our pink breakfast, and because we have some fairly mad pink things coming up later in the day, we're keeping breakfast nice and simple. We're going to be having some classic raspberries. Now, it is not raspberry season, but thanks to the wonders of modern technology and travel, we have raspberries in February. Now, they are looking particular red, but you know what? They're less red than a strawberry, so I'm calling them pink. Similarly, we have a nice little pink cherry yogurt here. Now, it's not particularly big, but this will be just enough to see me through until lunchtime, I think. And it's pretty, isn't it? Lunch today, fairly basic, much like breakfast was. We're having some prawns in some seafood sauce because I couldn't be arsed to make my own Mari Rose sauce. And we have some arguably purple beetroot, but it's close enough to pink that I'm calling it relevant. We're also going to share some fancy prawn langoustine things that Francesco managed to find, which are also pink. So fancy. Guess who's been doing some baking? Because let's be serious, there would be no point in not sneaking in a cheeky recipe. So these are pink gin cupcakes. Hear me out. For this video, I did want to share my kind of already existing recipe for strawberry milkshake cupcakes, which I will link below in the description box anyway, because I'm a big fan of them. But I couldn't find one of the ingredients I needed for them, which is fine. So instead, I got a little bit creative with what we did have in abundance. Hard alcohol. So these cupcakes are probably a little pinker than I anticipated, but honestly, the camper the better when it comes to baking, to be honest. They are laced with just a little bit of lemon zest and lemon juice and a few shots of gin. It doesn't have to be Caroon, but Caroon is a fantastic Scottish gin if you've never tried it. Similarly, you might be able to see just kind of this white bit on top here is a gin and lemon glaze that I kind of brushed over, which not only adds extra flavor, but helps keep the cakes wonderfully moist so they last even longer. And on top, you can see that we have some pink frosting, again laced with a little bit of lemon, a little bit of booze. The lemon is just kind of enough so that it's there without you thinking it's just a straight up lemon cupcake. Soft, moist, with just enough of that gin flavor in there. So it's actually a cherry that I baked into the center because it kind of fit with the pink gin liqueur idea. But you could also bake in a raspberry or just nothing if you prefer your cupcakes not to have any fruit. Same with the toppings. Lemon slices would be cute, raspberries are kind of cute, but also I had the pink marshmallows as you saw, which I also think look kind of cute. So the recipe for these will be in the description box below if you fancy trying them, and they will probably also find their way onto my blog, maverickbaking.com as well. Now if you'll excuse me, it's cake time. Guys, we're getting really, really funky for dinner. This wasn't even planned to be included in the video. I just, while browsing my local wee Tesco shop, found this and I couldn't resist it because it's just a bit wild. You know, traditionally pesto is made, as far as I'm aware, any Italians in the comments, Enrico for example, let me know if I'm wrong, but the basis of pesto is usually basil, pine nuts, olive oil, garlic, and either pecorino or Parmesan cheese. This is made with beetroot, cashews, roasted garlic, and a hint of smoke. It's completely vegan. It wasn't, you know, entirely necessary for this video. As you know, we've been eating a lot of kind of non-vegan stuff,
but I couldn't pass it up. It's just utterly bizarre. One of the suggested recipes is to make pizza with it. Probably not gonna happen, mostly because I can't be bothered. But I'm thinking about making a pasta dish with this, just to see what it's like. A few of you may be thinking, you know, Kelly, if it's not a smoothie or a soup, it's a pasta in these videos. You've got to get more creative. But you know what? I put it to you. What else would you do with beetroot tofu pesto? Let me know. Also planning to have some salmon, probably on the side. Definitely a weird combination, but you know what? It's pretty much pink, and I like salmon. So yeah.
So that is going to be it for our full day of eating nothing but pink food. This one definitely wasn't too bad. Some funky combinations, but certainly more choice than was available in previous videos. Now that we have covered almost every colour of the rainbow, I think we're going to tackle brown food next, as has been heavily requested. And that's one I'm very much looking forward to because it gives me an excuse to eat chocolate at least 3 times in one day. As always, if you enjoyed today's video, don't forget to drop it a big pink thumbs up on the way out. Don't forget, if you fancy it, you have the means to, you can always help support the channel on Patreon. The link is always in the description box below. But I'm afraid that is all I have time for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching as always. I hope February is treating you kindly so far, and I will see you for the next one.